has Wasif Ali ripped off the Brazilian soccer player Ronaldinho? No, 10. I want to turn myself into Lasso. Taekwondo was not on the map outside. Zlatan turned up. I know where you got that from. It's because they play that soccer. They're the Did you want to play soccer when you were a kid? There's nothing like the ball on the back of the net. Yes. The satisfaction of finish. A finish. Shout out to Samuel, wherever you are. If my name was Grandmaster Imp. I don't think. So if we reach the point of what it means for the hairs to grow, and why it grows, then the talk of, or near the talk of, weed, chemicals, substances, drugs. Why we read a lot in the media, farm, rural. Catch 22. Are they an addiction to you? Are you addicted to the need to grow? Resurface with some particular verses. They will need the verses. It's only the verses that counts. So grow must sound like that you're trying to regrow the chemicals on the surface that you are. So what would you do? You don't take drugs, you have nothing to do with drugs, yet you would have to accept that you did. What's that? Because one will held up verses until we do not like. That's why. You have related outside, inside. That's why. What are the height? Where will I recall Grass Will Smith's wife from outside of Metro. They will know what you have watched, seen it. Okay. Do you recall from Fresh Prince? Do you recall with Mr. Shakur? Yes. Are you one of them? Hey. You would not recall others. You're a more fan of the guy where 36 plus 2 years in the line of alopecia areata and universal. They sucked, I tell you. If you are to treat you, you must treat all. A condition to hell. you. So, did anyone watch screens from the past? What will sound emotional? It's all in you, my friend. It's all inside you. The tears roll down, the music in the background. You know why we talk strict there? Well, you give it a good effort. What's effort? I did not get the done. You like to talk, you. Hell? Hey, hey. So if you would want to learn how to treat you, you would have to treat all. And I have to think that not all are what mine describes. Situations. What do you mean with situations? Well, not all's the same. Another witch. Not all will have the same witch in the cauldron to stir it all. That's why I don't like to read in relation or what you would know from just Jim. You would want to know. Yes, but then that means we cannot talk. You. We cannot talk we then. How can you turn a you into a you? None of business. Oh, you can do that. Are you gonna try and talk that you can do that? Are you going to try and talk that you cannot do that? Ooh, that's strict talk. Like what is? Hi. So why did this show? Why did the show? Why did the show that one day moved himself around it? Go on. Someone. Learn it also. Woo-hoo. See, understand reality. Okay. Well, it's endurance. Can you? No, thank you. Okay. Dude. Why does my race relate to? It's like it's you're free. A descriptor view. Not really. Like just a free walk. So we recall the ocean. The answers are always in you. With the drama background, with the dreary music. Dreary music. Ah, you're gonna get done in another sense. Why would it then brought out the emotion? Because there was tears in the eyes. Because there was chairs behind. Why would you talk it like that? The answers in lying you will always sound corny, yes? Not perverse, corny. Very kind, thank you. So if that would sound corny, oh, they would source it from one that will talk that sounds corny. Usually it's because they don't want to brought into the emotion that's present. They don't want the tears, they have to hold them back. So we'll declare corny, yes. I won't want the emotion, I won't want the tears. The answers are in you. That's always corny. So then the person that's got alopecia will always have, they are then stuck in that world. They are stuck within pictures, photos, videos, cameras. Then that will sound, you know what that will sound like. Weird. 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 Oh, you have to pop in. Weirdo. Weirdo. I have not talked, yet you pretend that you act that you talked with. Ooh, that can send. Ooh, that can bed. Walk on there. Okay. Hey. What is that? We will always now also put in you question. What does that mean? We cannot help it. It's always then within the cells that are inside, within the tissues, not the ones to dry. We will always alter that within ourselves. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? And what's the result that one can get back? What does that mean? Are we... Well, we can put ourselves under the so what's now the life around? What does that mean? That's part of the talk where you are. So we'll always question in second. Wherever you are, it's always a question second. You have to understand that. It's always a second question. Where you are, second question, whatever that means. Why is it always, why always second question? You just got to understand it, that's all. Wherever you are, it's a second question to you. It's always a question. It's always a second question wherever you talk. Right. Always and or. But then we are to put ourselves in a cycle that we are not to put ourselves in. What's for dinner, mommy? What's for dinner? Yes. What does that tell you? If you let that cycle take over, then what would we see? A contribution to the fall, a contribution to down, a contribution to fall. What do you mean, a contribution to fall? And then you would have just seen it, and then that's all. You would not have shown any emotion. You would just have looked at it and thought, well, I'm not near it, so it's not to do with you. It's to do with you. It's to do with you then. It's to do with you, yes. Why? Because you have just put it to an emotion that it's just a fall and not to do with it because I'm not there. I'm not there. One's not there. One's not there at all. Who liked the violin? I like it. I know you like it. Any route. So did you get a point from what was just talked? The answers in you is always going to sound emotional, dramatic. The person with the condition, alopecia areata, alopecia universal, hair fall, will always tell you, will always not know that the answer, no, the hour that will always, the answer is always in you. And then the immediate question that will ask, then why have you not grown? Why won't it grow? But then you have the health purposes to take over, maybe potentially because of the immune system's insides work. So, would you risk health and life for the purpose of just hair? I would lie in the grave. It has now appeared back to where it was then. But then then one would know what you are then when you are to ground, under the ground, when you are in death. Papa, sir, I have not got any boys. That doesn't sound good. What will that tell you in full? 36 plus 2 of the learn of that particular condition. What will it tell you in full? You are in a lock. You are always stuck. When you talk, it's not you in the full talk because the skin will not move with what you talk. Why? Why would you not know own skin at the point that you talk, at the point that you think? Why would you just not know you in full? Now you cannot win in terms of vein. One's going to have vein more in victory, or in the terms of when you would need to shorten it. in win. No one's going to have it more in victory and win, more quacked than you then. The vain part, you are just not going to win. You would look at you and you cannot win. You are not going to count the individual hairs that then present. Are you? You are. You are. You are not going to look at you and tell yourself where the skin will have a slight mark. I'm a guy. Why do we do that? Why do we not go into the beauty of calculate where there are marks, where there are hairs, or where there are not then? Why would we not go into the skin's alterations, the durations? Why would we not look at what it was from the point of view of shade, whether it was lighter, whether it was not, whether it became more tanned, whether it didn't at all? Why would you not have the vein with the skull, with the back and the sides? Short back and sides. Now, if you're going for a haircut, I'm not one to know the detail. You recall Mr. Bean's class, and when they were told to paint the picture, portrait the photo, detail. So what that means some talk within some part that's not covered. It's naked. You are not in the wear of the hat. The skull's naked. You have got tell of that from the race that you are, that because you would not wear a cover over the skull that you present, then it's naked within the world. Yes, the skull's naked because you have not worn a cover. We're not worn a cover hat at all. Now, you have decided to take it away because you were told not to. It's part of the rules, the conditions, not to wear it then. And the backward race cannot move forward. But then you are to put down that it's the backward race. What if it was forward? The forward race cannot move backward then. Yes. One would just talk yes anyway. That sounds like the talk that I would want. Then, my race are always backward with hairs present. Why do you have a skull out? Why is it naked? Why is there not a hat on it? Why is it uncovered? It's naked because there's no hat on it. Do you have no You know, the ladies within the prayers, we joke of when they cover them with the cover, we then put the reference down ninja, or the cover in terms of the skull, the hairs. Now, if it was from the male points of no, the ladies cover, why would the man not cover? If it was to get sent out, why would you not cover the skull? Why have you not got on a hat? Why have you not presented without any show of the hairs at all? You are not to show. You are not to show you at all. So you are under a cover. You are under a. You're in a zone. You're in a cubicle. You're stuck. You are within. You're behind curtains. You're hidden. It's a secret that they are not to know what you would show. And that was the hairs, the feature that you used to know, the feature that was present, the feature that was there. Where have you had pick photos captured? Where have you had your photos put in hard print, soft print, in full print. Why would I ask that question? Because I recall when my photo was captured. I recall when my photo was captured. We are sat on the sofas in my mum and dad's house, because when the mum weds, then they are the daughter of the mum and dad to the dad, then, according to the prayers and laws in part that we follow. So you follow the laws in parts. Yes. I've caught the auto talk. The yes one. I knew it. You knew it. But in honesty, in honesty, I read a verses of doctor suicide because of the condition that they were under. And I looked at the photo of the person, and what I noticed was that they seemed to present, they were not where they were in the photo at that very point. What does that mean? Why were they not in the photo at that very point present? They may have the mum and dad not present in the photos that they are. They're out with their pals, or they're out there with the pals and they're not with the mum and dad. They're in a scenario that's not the scenario where they are in full. Rest in peace to the doc, and I would have to put it on myself that I did not talk of the hair fall until within recent years. What does that tell you? Well, I have had, well, if one's had even the photo taken, they will get a look within what they look like, because they will know that. They will know what the photo looks like of what they present to the world. But that's normal, one would talk. Yes, it's normal. Why and when it's not why and when it's not normal, can one talk? Now you'll notice that even in some of the martial arts that I'm doing right now, I do a few acts where they relate to where the hair fall was. Now, in my verses, one's taller than myself. One's got tall. They stand to in the zone where you were. One's tall and one's in measure, not verses, but in measure of that popular talk. Compare. You are always in compare. I am like you, you are like you, you are like you. We are always in a compare wherever we are. We cannot get out of that. You won't compare to your mate down that side. You won't compare to your friend around the other right. Right. You won't compare to a pal. You won't compare to a friend. You won't compare to anyone. You won't compare at all. So now, in the photo, one's got tall, one's not. and they have put both in the zone and put them near each other and measured one with the other. But that will mean that you are in, I am not tall compared. Not real. It's a competition. It was a fun competition then. One's got a few centimeters, the other one hasn't. We talk descript, we talk in the surface. We talk descript and surface because that's what we are in life. We are like that. We cannot take ourselves out of whatever's inside of you was not the concern. What was the point of emotion? It's all in you. No, it's all out of you. No, it's not good. But that's not the point. I think that's a lot to show. I would take yourself back. Put yourself to dying. God. But back to the answer. What will that tell you? Back to the result. What will that tell you? In the photo where I'm sorry for the doctor that's passed. I'm sorry to the house for not the talk until now. Prayers for the said. The doctor, the person, the life was in, from what I looked at, another scenario to where they were present. So they were with their pals outside. They were not at the house with their own parents. Why would I talk it from that point of talk? Or they were at the house with the parents and they were not outside with their friends, pals, friends. What did I see from just that one photo? That there's something in the background that's not present. Now you'll find around certain lives there are wants, needs in certain verses, concerns. In certain concerns there are needs and wants for another life to present themselves in that particular background, which is, I talked about it, the cauldrons and the stir of whatever's not going to go down where one's eaten them. So I've put the ear to what my own parents talk. It's all in terms of what you eat. And then you read the book in terms of it's all minerals and vitamins. It's all to put that back to that sounds like a couple of years. Forget it. I'll just continue the way I am. Yes, or I have not. I will. What will I do to me? What will I do to me to present myself outside? And then one would have to bear in thought that one would bear in thought, well, one's a guy. So even if one wasn't to present, or even if one wore the hat, why would not one wear it with, why would one that's got the condition of alopecia areata not want to not wear the hat at all? Because it presents like it looks like you are ill. You look like you are under a condition. You do not want to present ill to the world. You do not want to present that you are not in good health. We are like that. And it's not a condition which puts you on a pot and compared to a patient that has concerns where their life will not, where life's more near to, life's more near to end. Aye. And then we will get that portion back to you. I have to talk it like that because it's not a point of whether one's selfish or not in that particular talk. I have to talk it back to me. I have to talk it back to you, the person that's then where one was. Why would I have to talk it selfish from that point of no? Why would I have to talk it selfish from that point of no? Because it's a health condition in you. You will have the tell whether you don't have the condition where you're only in a few months left now to life in the world, to reside where you are. But yet you will continue to talk because what? I'm just in the talk of the condition alopecia areata. And what I have learnt from 36 plus 2 years of alopecia areata and universal. So we would have to rewind to make it a definitive law point, because we have to understand that they are criminal points if they're not law points. What was I to talk in terms of the eat? You would notice that when you intake what you eat, from a straight point of talk, straight point of no, would you think of the skin when you bite on the food? See, my parents are in always talk, it's what you eat, it's what you eat. I read the book Vitamin Minerals a few years. Forget. I'm gonna put the razor to it, that's it, job done. What have they learned or tell myself, and I don't put it to the inside of the thing at all? What have they found? What have they found out? What have they learned? What are they in the tell to me there and then? It's you. It's you. You recall that when you eat, you think you when you eat. I'll be back later.